Indian people, whenever they have a 2 or 3 days holiday, they go outside and they visit with their friends or family, and they feel like it is a kind of activity that can give them relax. Hi there, this is Sanjay and I welcome you all to this English learning YouTube channel, English Every Day. In today's video, I'm going to talk about Indian accent. Yes, many people, they always tell me when they communicate with Indian people, they face problem with understanding Indian accent. I have been teaching in Taiwan for last 7 years and I have got more than 1,000 students. And whenever I have their classes for maybe interview preparation or for any purposes, they always say like they face the problem when they communicate with Indian accent, because Indian accent is somewhat difficult for them to understand. Why? Because it is like a typical accent. Indian people, when they speak English, first of all, they speak faster, and there are some words where they don't pay more attention. For example, the R sound. For example, when the Indian people, they speak English, they pronounce R sound giving more emphasis. For example, they say water, right? Generally, it's like a water. They say perfume, but it's like a perfume. So not only R sound, there are many other sounds like a T sound. They say T, but actually it is T sound. P sound becomes like a P sound. So there are some words. So in this video, I'm going to talk about like how you can be more familiar with Indian accent and what kind of practices you need to be okay and your understanding become more effective when in case you are understanding, you're talking with an Indian guy. So first of all, you need to be continue with listening Indian accent. I mean, you need to find out some people or maybe some YouTube channel where you can continuously, you can listen to Indian people when they are communicating with somebody, like a conversation, or maybe you can go for storytelling, like an Indian person is telling about a story. You can listen to that story. At the same time, you can go through with the subtitle which are given on the downside. So that will help you understand the cracks, what they are actually talking about. The second one is you may have a person also, maybe your colleague, your friend, or maybe you can have a tutor whom you can communicate on a weekly basis or maybe on a bi-weekly basis, where the person will talk to you in Indian accent. Initially, it will be problematic for you. I mean, you won't be able to understand what they're talking about. But as time passes, it will become easier for you and you would be able to understand it. The next one is you can watch the videos where an Indian guy is reading in Indian accent, like reading a passage, and you have to continue listening that. So when you do this, you would find like the rhythm will catch in your brain. I mean, you would be very familiar with how they pronounce the words, what are the particular points where they give stress, because generally it's like a tone and spacing, because when the Indian people, they speak, so they go with the flow, they go like a super fast. For example, I'm going to give you one try, like since I'm from India, I can speak Indian accent too. So if I have to Indian speak, how would I be speaking? And you can focus during this video also whether you can get it or not. For example, like right now I am in another state because of Christmas holiday. I have come outside a state called Rajasthan, which is 500 kilometers away from MP, which is Madhya Pradesh in India. So I have come outside and I would like to share my experience, how I feel, and what is the weather, climate, the locations I visited. So I'm going to speak that in Indian accent and you need to try and understand. However, you can see the subtitle on the downside of this video that will help you understand what I'm speaking. So I would be speaking somewhat faster and this would be in a pure Indian accent. So let's try it. So right now I am in Rajasthan and I have come out here with 3 of my friends. I have Rajendra, Deven and me. We 3 people are there and we have come here yesterday night. There is a city called Jaipur. We have come here in Jaipur, and Jaipur is a very big city where there are many palaces. Right now we are staying in Udaipur, which is the nearby city of Rajasthan to Jaipur. And after visiting the city, we are going to visit City Palace, which is a very beautiful palace in this area. There are many lakes also, and there is a wax museum. As you might have heard about a wax museum which is available in London. So this is the same kind of palace, or we can say a museum we have here, and we are going to visit it after 1 hour. One of our friends is in the bathroom and he is taking bath. Another one is going outside, and the kind of situation activities are going on. So, Indian people, whenever they have a 2 or 3 days holiday, they go outside and they visit with their friends or family, and they feel like it is a kind of activity that can give them relax, mental illness, and they feel more happy than before. So this is like a stress relieving activity people generally do when they go for a kind of short trip. Generally, people, they go for a short trip like a 2 days or 3 days. We have come here for 3 days, like it's a second day, and tomorrow we will be at home because by Wednesday we have to start working on our project. Some people, they are working in a college because I'm an online English teacher, so I need to continue my classes, and for that I need to go home on time. If we talk about the weather, so it is very cold here because if I see outside right now, I'm sitting beside a window, and if I see through this window, I can see there it is like a foggy. Many vehicles are going here and there, and it's like a foggy. The time, if I see right now, it's 9 a.m. in the morning. It's a small light I can see outside. There is no sun because it's a cloudy weather, but still people are very activated, and they are going here and there, and they are enjoying their time. If we talk about the food, so Rajasthani food is very delicious because here people generally go for dal bati, and there are the other kinds of foods are available. It's not very spicy because if I compare this food with MP's food, meaning Madhya Pradesh food, so in Madhya Pradesh we generally have much spicy food, but here in Rajasthan we have slightly a medium range kind of food which is not very spicy. So we need to say to the person to add extra chili powder into our food to make it more spicy. And the people in Rajasthan, they are really very polite, just like Taiwanese people, because I am very much familiar with Taiwanese people also. So they are very polite, they are very innocent, or we can see when we talk, so we get very simplicity. Here it is the same, like in Rajasthan, the people are very polite, they are very simple. When we communicate with them, they help us. And like day before yesterday, when we it was like 11:30 p.m. at night, and we didn't find any hotel, so we were very tense, like where to go, where to sit, and also we finally got one person, and we asked him, and he suggested us. He called one of the hotel person, and then we finally got this room. This is a spacious room. Like for this hotel, if you see, it's a big room, and for this we had paid Indian 700 rupees for one night. If you calculate this in NTD, so it would be around like 300 new Taiwanese dollar, or if we go for like a US dollar, so it will become around like maybe seven, not seven, eight US dollar. So this is the general price for room in India, and it was like for the services we are given an AC room. We have a television here. It's a big bed we have, and in the morning when we woke up, so we got a big glass of milk also, which is really a very healthy diet we get in the morning. So there are many things I can speak about Indian accent, and I can keep on speaking, but since the video can go much longer and it will be very difficult for you to spend this much of time, so maybe I can continue in the next video, and we'll continue with the same kind of thing. So thank you so much for watching this video, and I hope this video will help you and will make you become more familiar with Indian accent. Thank you so much for giving your precious time. If you are new to this channel, do subscribe the channel. Also, if you find something that you can write down in the comment box about this video, do write down, because generally you people don't write down any comment. And if you write down any comment for me, I will be really very thankful to you. So thank you so much, and have a happy time. Merry Christmas.